So now we are going to talk about the legitimate award, which is the Sixth Man of the Year award. My pick for the Sixth Man of the Year award will be Mr. Goran Dragic over here. I think he's going to be Sixth Man because now he's coming off the bench for the Heat, and he is a very good playmaker, and he can hit shots when they need it. And I just feel like he's a really, really good player, and he's my Sixth Man of the Year pick.
You talked to him about it. You talked about him a lot. Excuse me. When we were doing our playoffs.
Yeah, in the bubble, I felt like a lot of people on the Heat were getting a lot of talk besides him, and he was just putting up like 20 points just quietly.
Can I ask you a basketball question? Would you suck his dick?
What? That is not a basketball question. And sure, maybe, I don't know.
What the fuck?
It just seems like you talk about this dude often. And it's just like...
It has nothing to do with that. But no, I just felt really bad for him because nobody talks about him.
This threw me the fuck off.
I don't know. No one talks more than Lindsay, so I just thought...
Yo, what the
Blake
fuck?
Griffin, Goran Dragic, just on your list of guys.
Okay, just because I am a female basketball fan does not mean that every basketball player I pick I find attractive.
I didn't say that. I didn't say you. I didn't say
basketball.
I didn't say your MVP because you thought I didn't think you were gonna fuck Jason Tatum, but Dragic on the other hand, it's that European stuff. It's the helmet head.
Oh,
I get it. But all right,
The helmet head? Did you legitimately just say that?
my pick is Karis LeVert. This is a guy who's been absolutely dominant for the last season-ish, like the last calendar year. He's flashed. He was really good in the bubble. He put up 50 in the bubble in a game. And now he's on this dominant bench squad in Brooklyn that's powered by the 06 Suns brain trust of Steve Nash, Mike D'Antoni, and Amari Stoudemire. And, oh, man, that was a sexy pass. And I just think their game plan is going to be score as much as possible, as many times as you can. And that's it. Like, against the Hawks last night, they put up 145 points.
Yep.
And I think he might have a chance to average 20 for the season if he's consistent.
If he does that off the bench, he's 100% getting the Sixth Man.
I don't know how many guys have done that. I feel like it's happened before.
No, I haven't.
No one's ever averaged 20 points off the bench? Ever?
I don't think so.
I find that
Hey, we could look.
Yeah, I feel like Lou Will has done it at least once.
20? No, it's usually like 16, 17.
Sure.
Just look up Sixth Man of the Award. Sixth Man of the Year.
I will. But I just wanted to see. Yeah, Karis right now is at 15. He was at 18 last year, starting most of the games. So it does seem very hard to get to. I did figure that much. Yeah, it's happened a few times. It's happened 4 times.
Oh, wow.
Williams done it twice. Eddie Johnson in the late 80s for Phoenix, and Ricky Pierce for the Bucks.
You question me about a Clippers player.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He did it for the Clippers?
I knew it hadn't happened often.
Oh, I forgot. It's because y'all suck. You want to know what? No,
no, it's fair. They do suck.
But speaking of the Clippers, or at least former Clipper, I got my boy Montrezl Harrell. Why? Because he's on the champions. I know I said champions because it's going to happen this year, and it's just meant to be. And usually, the guy that's on, usually the Sixth Man of the Year for the most part, you could expect to be on a really winning team, championship contender team, and I think my guy's gonna do it. He's gonna bring the energy to the team. He's actually led by an actual leader in LeBron James, and I think it is gonna help him become a better player. And so I got my man Trez for sure. He's gonna bring that energy, and he adds that extra piece to what the Lakers did. The Lakers' biggest issue last year was not having depth. It didn't look like that during the playoffs because we're the Lakers. But it's just he makes this team complete.
It's amazing how clear you can make yourself sound when you have LeBron's penis in your mouth. It's so wild.
It's so good.
It's so crazy.
LeBron's?
Fucking.
I mean, the Lakers.
God, real leader. Holy shit.
Who? I mean, come on. Let's be serious.
A real leader stays in Cleveland his whole career. All right?
Fuck out of here.
The whole career
Get the fuck out of here. Get the
runs from his problems. Fuck him.
Oh my God.
But listen, Trez has been looking super active when he comes off the bench, in all seriousness. Yeah. And very motivated. Yeah, they started the season off against the Clippers. I'm sure that fucking helped. But I think he's got as good a chance as any to repeat as sixth man of the year and kind of built his legacy in that way. Like, he's going to get paid for the rest of his career if he keeps it up the way he's doing. I don't think he ever needs to start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think he's one of those guys that bitches about starting. I think he likes the role he plays, and he comes in and that's him. The guy who's yelling at everybody right there, that's who he is. And the energy is something that he will absolutely bring.
Yeah.
Just not the defense so much.
Which is fine. We have one of the best defensive teams in the league. Yeah.
But I think he won the award last year, and I think if he maintains that, what's he averaging so far this year? Let's see. Better or worse? A little worse, but a little more efficient. And we're only 5 games in. So
that's crazy because he's efficient in general. So
yeah, but I just like his activity. I think it's going to be him, LeVert, Lou Will, or
Dragic.
Dragic could win it. Could happen.
Yeah. It depends on if he could average. If he's probably gonna have to do something. Like I just feel like he's a guy that slept on naturally. Like
I know,
like
he's gonna be running that bench rotation.
If the Heat are top 3, I could see.
Yeah, I just definitely see the Lakers and the Lakers as a top 3 team for sure. And I can't remember who did you pick again? How did I forget this already?
Caris LeVert.
And I think the Nets are going to be the top team in the East. So that I have more confidence in LeVert, but I wanted to talk about Trez because LA blood. We got some purple on. We should bring some gold out here. I got you next time.
Dragic
LA blood all the way from upstate New York.
Laker fans since
year, so we'll see. I think
08, 09, yeah.
I think I don't know. It just if the bench in Brooklyn is putting up 50 or more points in per game as a team, I think it's going to be hard not to give it to him.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But I think it's going to be one of those awards that's like we're going to look at the end of the year and there's going to be a lot of candidates.
Yeah. It's not going to be as simple because for the longest that was Lou Williams' award, and pretty much they just shipped it to his house all the time. So now you actually have some competition there, but it's because you really do have starters just playing in the fucking on the bench. Really, like LeVert was a starter last year. He played the full year as a starter, and then he's like, "Oh, I have to play backup to KD now." So
I wonder who's gonna win, me or KD for the starting job.
Exactly.
Fucking. How do you think they feel? Do you think they're happy about like being in a winning culture? Or do you think they're young and they want to try and like get traded?
Well, we talked about this before, where they all were friends and shit. So
true.
It's a little different when you're playing with your boys.
Yeah, and I think all these guys like each other. The chemistry so far this season has been.
Yeah. The only thing I did notice, and this has nothing to do with anything, is that Kevin Durant and Westbrook reminds me. That's what I meant to say though. Kevin Durant and Kyrie reminds me a lot of the Kevin Durant Westbrook thing. Like Westbrook, they're pretty much the same shit though. Kyrie took 6 or 7 shots in the fourth quarter, and KD only took 2 shots that last fourth quarter when they won 145, 140. Huh?
What KD wants to do, my opinion.
I don't think so. I think he was. If you look at the first shot that he took in that quarter, it was a very frustrated 3. because he hadn't got the ball in 6 minutes.
There's a reason why I think Kyrie's going to be the MVP, and I didn't say Kevin Durant.
It's fine.
That system, the way that system works, and this will be the last thing. I know this isn't that relevant, but the reason why that system works for Kyrie to get MVP is because the 06 Suns run and gun system is so point guard driven. And when you add something like that that's point guard driven to begin with, a system that's point guard driven, and then you put a selfish point guard in there, it's a recipe for what's happening, which is Kyrie shooting more than KD so far, like a lot more. Like it's almost 20 shots a game to Kevin Durant's 15. Yeah. And they're playing equal minutes. So
the crazy thing is they're averaging the same amount of points though. Like to me, you're not gonna. No one's gonna give someone an MVP when they know that the player next to them is better. Like KD's the better player.
See. We'll have this season to prove that out. We just don't. I mean, people think that, yeah, but by the end of the year, they might think something else. They might just go with the. Imagine this for a storyline. Kevin Durant really enjoys being the beta. It's really surprising to see. Could totally see that being a storyline going into the season.
That's crazy.
Especially as we
I'm definitely not pushing that narrative. You're going to hear my narrative a little different, boy.
But Karis LeVert, Montrezl Harrell, Goran Dragic for our 6th Man of the Year nominees.